Chris
Nice to
walking
meet you.
into the studio. Anthony, how are you?
Doing good.
So that's Corey Cove right there. You probably know Mark Rosen. Everybody knows Mark Rosen.
Just a
but that's
legend,
Mark
no
Rosen.
big deal.
This is Meat Sauce Paul Lambert.
What's up?
And I'm Chris once again. Hawk, how are you? Welcome,
good.
welcome in, man. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Did you know you were going to be on the radio when you came in this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Because
Yeah.
I don't think you guys don't have to be here today, right?
We coming in today. We getting some work in. Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
Lift, a couple meetings.
Gotcha.
Now, what kind of morning do you have when you get snubbed for the Pro Bowl? And did you have a Pro Bowl bonus that you're pissed that you didn't get?
You should have gotten it,
Nah,
man. You
man,
should
nah.
have
You're
made
having
it.
a great year.
Yeah.
No, I've been doing all right, man. But I'm happy for those guys that made it on this team, and guys around the league. Everybody's working hard in the off season to come out there and pick good performances together.
Give me one name. Give me the one teammate that should have made it that didn't. Clearly, you have a handful that deserved it, but give me the one that you're the most mad about.
There's a lot of guys out there, man. I think my man Kendrick's here. He been working hard the past couple of years. He's just been popping out on the tape to me. I mean, obviously I'm watching it and I know what type of player he is, but he's a great player. I mean, he flies around, he's everywhere. But there's a good number of guys out there. As everybody can't make it. So.
Anthony, you've had a bird's eye view of Daniil Hunter's improvement, and the media talks about him. We had head coach Mike Zimmer talking about him from a teammate's perspective. You've watched him evolve into this superstar, and who has ceiling is who knows how high.
Yeah.
Give us some insight into what makes this young man tick, because he's so quiet all the time.
Yeah, he is quiet, and that's what's most amazing for me to see the progress since the 5 years we've been here together. Seeing him coming in as a rookie. Guy just was always in hoodies, quiet, didn't really say much. To now, it's kind of blossoming in itself, personality-wise, and then obviously on the field, what he's doing is amazing.
I want to go through your journey for a moment because I know we all know, and maybe they knew and they forgot. But because I've interviewed you twice in the last few weeks, I've got a lot in my head about you. You were a standout player in Virginia. You tore your labrum. I don't even know what that means. Where's your labrum?
My shoulder.
In your shoulder. Do you remember? Did you know you did it when you did it?
I thought I did something. Yeah, I remember falling on the ground with my arm kind of extended, and it just kind of jolting a little bit.
Okay.
Then feeling a little bit, just playing through it, and then finished the season and kind of thought I might have needed to get some work done that off season, but didn't. And then came back senior year. Went to tackle a guy and felt my shoulder just, go. I grabbed him and then a little sublux, which is like your shoulder kind of slips out. And then I knew that it was going to be serious after that.
How bad did that hurt? When the shoulder came out?
It was pretty bad. Yeah, it was pretty bad. And then from then on, it was, I remember running down, guy had scored a touchdown, interception. And I raised my hand and I slapped him on the helmet and it kind of pinched a nerve or did something, and right away I irritated. So I knew, I knew I was going to have to get a surgery after the season.
And speaking of injuries, and I know we are in a state-of-the-art building in TCO, and which brings me to what we had the discussion with Kirk Cousins about what you do off the field and away from the game. You own your own cryotherapy business, which is really fascinating to me. Could you elaborate on that a little bit and why you got into that?
Yeah, I've been a partner for almost 2 years now. It became just part of my regimen in the off-season, trying to recover, speed things up. So I actually just started going in as a customer, and then as I went in, the curiosity to just learn more about it, get deep down into the benefits, I decided to join up and then be a partner.
Well, today it's got to buzzkill your business because I walked outside and it's cold as balls, so I canceled my appointment. But growing up in Virginia, I don't know how bad the climate is there, but again, I'm born and raised here, and on a day like today, I want to leave. Do you ever come into work on a -5 degree day and say, please trade me to a team like Jacksonville because I want to get the hell out of here? Do you hate it?
It's never a please trade me, but I'm glad I most recently got a auto start, so that's been a game changer for sure. Wish I would have got that a lot sooner, but I get used to it a little bit, but then there are those cold days when you come in, you put your hand on the steering wheel, and it's like, whew, that's an early morning reminder.
Hey, back to the other question, though. Where's your cryo spot? Where can people try that out?
It's in Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, it's in Virginia, so there's no local spots here.
No
you gotta expand to the Twin Cities.
Yeah, we actually have a mobile, so I don't know. I might have to bring it up here one time.
Yeah.
It was like a food truck for cryotherapy?
Yeah, we built out a trailer on the inside, so we have like the bulk tank inside there. We have the machine stabilized in there, as well as some other amenities.
Minus the record, obviously, of the two teams that are going to face off on Monday night. What is different between the team that was in Green Bay to the team that's going to play on Monday night here?
I don't know. We've been coming together a lot, as a team. Defensively, we've been continuing to gel. Offensively, and then the special teams, everybody's really, pulling for each other. Everyone's locked in when the other units are on the field. So I don't know. It's the team camaraderie. I would say we're a lot closer together, and we're going to try to put together some good team ball.
Again, Anthony Harris is our guest. Thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate it. One more thing back to your interview, then I got some non-football stuff I want to talk to you about. So you're probably going to be a first-round pick, and then you tear your labrum. You have the surgery. They project you to be a third or fourth-round pick, and then you end up signing as a free agent with the Minnesota Vikings. Suddenly, after all these years now, you finally attain the status you probably would have had coming out of college. Do you feel like you've finally gotten where you were going to go and you've recovered finally, if you know what I mean?
I feel like I've kind of gotten in a little groove.
Yeah.
Starting last year is when I really felt good. I felt good previously, but when getting the opportunities and getting more opportunities to play and feeling more comfortable is when I really kind of felt like, I'm back into a position where I once knew I could be.
All right, you guys are going to love this question.
Okay.
So stay with me, okay?
All right.
Are you a Breaking Bad fan?
No.
Do you know why I'm asking you that question?
No.
Have you not seen it, or you don't like it, or both?
I haven't really
I guess you
seen
can't
it.
see both.
No, I haven't.
You have not seen it.
Yeah.
Here's the reason I asked the question. You went to Lloyd C. Byrd High School in Chesterfield, Virginia.
Yep.
So did Vince Gilligan, the guy who created Breaking Bad. He's 20 years older than you, but you need to check out Breaking Bad, man. You really should check out
The
that
greatest
show.
shows ever.
All right. Do you know, by the way, you are not the first alumni of that high school that played for the Vikings. Do you know who the other person was?
Jason Snelling.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, maybe I should have done better work. I'm talking about Rob Chapman.
Oh.
Do you guys remember?
No.
Doug Chapman.
Oh, Doug Chapman, running back.
Rob Chapman was our music guy.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Doug Chapman went to Marshall or something like that too, right? Didn't he go to Marshall and then the Vikings?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I'm not sure about that,
Yeah.
but running back
the
who
running
played
back.
here
Yeah,
with
I
us.
remember
Sure,
Doug.
running back,
Yeah, exactly
absolutely,
right.
yeah. Robert Smith.
Exactly, yeah, the
Yeah.
backup for Robert Smith for a lot of his time. So those were the two famous people from your high school, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, in case you were wondering. Hey, do you like the nickname Ant? How do you feel about that? Because I've heard that a couple times.
I mean, I've always had that nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
I don't know if I was
indifferent
kind of
to
like, since I can remember, everybody's, just Ant, small guy running around. Little nickname kind of just stuck well.
Stuck,
And
okay.
now it's still with me.
Because I've heard Greg Coleman call you that a couple times in the locker room. I'm like, I wonder if he likes that nickname.
Yeah, I mean,
But all right, we'll go
people
with
have
it.
they've always kind of called me that, and it's never really been an issue for me. So I'm just kind of like, whatever you prefer is cool.
Sure. Are you going to see Star Wars? Sauce hated it.
I'm not a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, then don't see it. I see. Here's the problem. Like I'm like the local idiot, so anything I say, people are like, "Well, he's just stupid," and his IQ's under 100. So
nationwide.
anything he says, no, we just can't take it with a grain of salt. If that's the same, it's just not a good film. Don't go see
Who's
it.
the local idiot on this team? Whose movie reviews are just atrocious?
Oh man, no man, I'm not into that. I'm not into Atlanta, talking bad about them guys in there, man. But we have some good guys out there. that's
Not a Star
entertaining.
Wars fan, though, huh?
No, not a Star Wars fan.
Okay. What do you like? You don't watch Breaking Bad. You don't watch Star Wars. What do you do in your spare time?
When everybody was kind of watching Breaking Bad, I was watching Prison Break.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
People
I heard the
ref-
first season was good, but once they break out of prison, isn't the show kind of dumb?
No, I mean, I always thought that, it had a different plot twist each time. So Prison Break, Walking Dead, it's more my scene.
Sure.
I'm still hate watching it. Are you caught up? I've hated like the last 2 seasons, but I keep
Of the
watching it anyway.
of The
Yeah.
Walking
I
Dead?
watched all of
It's
it.
good. I think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like the Whisperers? You like that whole bit?
Everything's good about it.
Okay. All right.
He hates everything.
I like the middle. The like seasons 3 through 6 kind of had it going, but now it's just
Do
ridiculous.
friends and teammates find it surprising that you're a cat person?
Yeah, I get that a lot.
You
People-
adopted a couple of cats from Humane Society. You're real big on that. And
Yeah. People are like, yeah, well, how'd you get cats? I'm like, well, I mean, I didn't grow up having cats. It's just something I kind of got into. I wanted to adopt. Felt like I needed somebody to hang with at home, kind of like
Yeah.
a little sidekick. Ended up with 2. But I
better
like
with
to-
2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of spontaneous with my day. Sometimes I like to pop out. I like to get to the lake and do those type of things when it's nice. So, I didn't want to have to worry about a dog sitter or, having to rush back to let my dog out. So cats are a little bit low maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
I'm
leave
with
cats by themselves for about 6 months. Like they
Yeah, it's a
figure it
little
out,
aggressive.
right? You can't leave a dog alone for 6 hours sometimes, right? You can just put a bowl of food out there and some litter and just go on a permanent vacation.
Yeah, you're good to go.
So real
That's my
quickly,
comment.
from a football standpoint, in your position, when you were breaking down film and watching Aaron Rodgers, one of the masters at disguising what he wants to do, how intense is that for your position and you in particular, as you get prepared for Monday night's game against him?
Yeah, I mean, I try not to break down a lot of what he's doing, because he is such a good player. But sometimes you don't want to overthink it.
Yeah. I got you.
But I mean, he's seen a lot of defenses, so he's gonna know what defenses you're in. You gotta know, what you can and cannot do, and try not to put yourself in a bad situation. Because he's a really good player. He's strong arm, can fit the ball in tight windows, can move around and buy time, so he can hurt you in a number of ways.
Anthony Harris, one more thing, and I know you got to get going and get on with the rest of the day. I believe you and I are going to go in the cryo chamber together. You said, is that okay with you?
Let's go.
Okay, good. At the stadium last week, there was so much purple in the stands. It was so loud. That said, the quarterback for the Los Angeles Chargers spent so much time at the line of scrimmage changing the play and calling this and calling that. It was an exorbitant. Were you guys doing things, making him do that, or is that his regular MO?
That's kind of his regular MO.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. He likes to direct traffic. So when you have guys that do that, obviously the noise factor is going to be a big
Sure.
part. So it's going to be a lot more communication, hand signals, and stuff like that at the line of scrimmage to get his guys on the same page. But for us, that's a challenge too. Everybody has to know what we're doing out there. We have to be able to communicate just as well, and then go execute afterwards.
Anthony Harris, thank you, man.
Yes,
Thanks,
Great
man.
to talk
Appreciate
to
it,
you again.
man.
Absolutely. We'll be down in the cryo chamber in a minute.
All right.
Appreciate it, man. There you go.
Like every time I hear cryo chamber or cryotherapy,
Yeah.
I just think Dr. Evil. Like at the end of that,
Yeah,
is it
when
the
they
first
freeze 'em?
Austin
Yeah,
Powers
yeah,
where he's
right.
just sitting there with and he's talking about Mr. Bigglesworth and he's like, it's freaking freezing in here. It's like the only thing I can think of because that cryo chamber looks aggressive, but everybody's loving it, right?
It
Yeah.
works.
That's like a new hip thing. Everybody's
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
And Anthony's trying to get rich off it.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna work.
Let's do it. Drive that truck up here.
Bring it up from Virginia.
Live
Right.
from TCO Performance Center, home of the Minnesota Vikings. We've got many special guests left, and Rosie's here, and Saucy here, and Corey here. And we'll take a break and come right back and keep on going right here on The Fan.
More of the